Assalamu alaikum, guys. Hope you guys are well. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing okay. Now, one of the best jobs, no, let me rephrase it. One of the best places that I've worked here in Saudi Arabia is Mecca. You know, Mecca is the holy land, and it has a history as for us Muslims. So, I worked in Mecca for approximately 1 month, and that is one of the best places that I've worked. And the reason as to why I'm telling you this is because it's not the job itself, but the location was amazing. And today let me talk to you about cleaners. You know, cleaners in Saudi Arabia, these are very, 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 very important people. And by the way, guys, you know, cleaning jobs are jobs that people need most of the time, you know. And I was lucky enough to be a cleaner. Actually, I've worked as a cleaner, my friends. So we've done a fair share of work in Saudi Arabia. And anyone who comes to Saudi Arabia, just understand that things might change, you know. Most people come due to having been promised that maybe you'll work in a restaurant, you'll work in a hotel, and you end up working something different. But what I'd love to tell you, who just came to Saudi Arabia or who is planning to come to Saudi Arabia, is that lower your expectation, guys. Lower your expectation, because you might really want to do something which you planned to do, but when you reach in Saudi Arabia, things change. So what I'd love to tell you guys is that don't try to evade some work, you know. If it's something that maybe you feel like you cannot do it, totally okay. But if it's something that you feel that you can do it, then just push on, you know. So I got a chance to work in Mecca, in this amazing company. It's a non-governmental organization called Red Crescent. So Red Crescent, I used to work in the main building, and this company actually deals with it's a sort of a medical company that its sole and main purpose was only to cater for people who came to Saudi Arabia for Hajj. You know, Hajj is one of the 5 pillars in Islamic pillars that we have. So many people usually come and flock Mecca for purposes of Hajj. It's a sort of prayer that happens there. So this company used to offer services, medical services, for people who came for Hajj, in terms of if someone maybe faints, any emergency. These are the response team which usually used to operate within that time of Hajj. So I was so privileged to work in that company, and it was one of my amazing moments in Saudi Arabia that I still remember till now. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're new to my channel, call me Ali, because I've been here in Saudi Arabia for a few months, and alhamdulillah, I love appreciating a lot. For y'all who have seen most of my video, I love just appreciating and saying that, I mean, it's just the Almighty, you know. And the reason as to why I love saying that is because I didn't want to do, I've done stuffs which I don't want, you know. Here in Saudi Arabia, I've done work that I don't want. But, you know, the funniest thing is that any work that I used to do that I didn't like, I just pushed on one day at a time, one day at a time. And I created happiness in that thing that I used to do. So if you come to Saudi Arabia, you might not like what you'll be doing at the beginning. But if you find happiness with it, then with time, even you might be moved from that area, or some reason might come up and you move from that area and you end up doing something that you love. Or even if you don't find something that you love, just continue pushing. Me, I believe in a sort of end goal, you know. I believe that any situation that we're passing through, these situations are situations whereby most of the time we are just there to pass by. So the worst part would be you pass by that situation, you haven't learned anything, and apart from that, you didn't have a goal at the end of the day. So that's why I love saying, even if you're coming to Saudi Arabia, you didn't have a plan, right? Maybe you decided that, hey, Saudi Arabia, or I want to go to Gulf countries or any other country. Let's not forget our goal, guys. Let's not come to a certain country. Let's not come to this country or any other country and forget that you have a goal that you need to do. You have a goal that you need to achieve. So for you all who are planning to come to Saudi Arabia 2023, those who came 2022 and others, and those who are to come 2024 and the remaining time, from wherever and when you'll be watching this video, just understand that you are here for a short term. And believe in yourself, guys, you know. I mean, I did cleaning and it was just something that I enjoyed at the end of the day, you know. And I learned something. So every process, every work that you do, try as much as possible to learn something from that work. And by that, you'll be able to move on in your life in a different perspective, with a different experience. So right now, and you'll be able to appreciate those guys. You know, you might see a person cleaning and maybe you say that, this guy is just cleaning. It's just a normal person cleaning, this guy. No, my friends, these guys, these are people who do a lot, you know, because I've been into that shoe and I totally understand. Though my work was slightly different, but at least I had a first-hand experience of people who clean. And that's why I love appreciating any person. And I don't see myself that maybe I've already made it. No. The more simple you are in this life, the easier things will be and the easier you'll interact with anyone. So anyone who comes to Saudi Arabia, this is just an advice to anyone who comes to Saudi Arabia or any other country that you're going to work. Just understand that, have this goal in mind that, okay, I came here, maybe my target is to hit 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or even 2 years, but I really need to achieve something. And I remember 2 months ago I was talking to a friend and he told me something which is very real, and I have to share with you guys. You need to have traveled with a plan. You really need to have traveled with a plan. You cannot just travel because I'm broke, I just need to travel. No, you all have to have a plan. So if you're planning to come to Saudi Arabia or travel to any other country for work, please just write down your goals, things that you want to achieve, you know. And by doing that, it's okay to rewrite them on your way alongside other new plans and all that, but just have a main goal. Because if you have a main goal, it will be easier for you to maneuver, because you'll know, hey, so far so good, I've reached this, I've done that. But it would be very sad for you to come or to travel and then you don't have any goals, you know. So that's what I love saying. Even personally, it applies to me as well. I've always have and will always have goals, different types of goals. So as always, guys, let's try and have goals in our lives. Let's try and push and try and be aware of things which are surrounding us, you know. Because sometimes we might be so, our minds might be so busy until we forget some things. So let's not forget our goals. We keep on pushing for you. And for anyone who's planning to come to Saudi Arabia or any other country, man, I just wish you the very best. Let's keep on grinding and remember that average is always an enemy, you know. We should try it as much as possible to surpass that level of average, because if you surpass that level of average, then I'm sure we are going far, guys. So I'm just finishing up to my morning stuffs. Now I want to head back, just relax for a bit, and then we see how the day will go, you know. Because at least these days, since the sun is too hot, we don't work during the day. Alhamdulillah, we are very lucky. We work throughout the evening at the night time actually. So guys, in whatever job that you'll come to do here in Saudi Arabia, try as much as possible to be flexible, to learn a lot and push yourself, and I'm sure you'll achieve what you want to achieve. Anyway, guys, see you in the next video. Adios, ma salam.